Hello, Mark Crossroad here. More questions coming at you through my new AskGolfGuru app. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, got a question here from Michael. Hi Mark, great videos. They really help me with my game. Thanks for watching. Michael, I'm at a point in my game where I feel that if I knew exactly how far I hit each club, I could really lower my handicap. What advice would you give as a way of checking this, as on the range it can be difficult to see how far the ball has gone in relationship to yardage size? I'd love your feedback. Thanks, Mike Williams. Okay mate, look, good question. Really, if you want to do this, you need a piece of machinery really. GC2 HMT, I do it with this, I do it with real balls, and I do it in a controlled environment actually. I do it indoors with this machine. And it gives me my gapping fantastically. You can use the actual balls you're going to play with. I hit a series of shots with each clubs and I find out where my holes are, and then I'll move the lofts accordingly. I did a few videos with, I was lucky enough to meet with Darren Clark, and we talked about his irons. I don't know if you've seen any of those videos, but he talked about how he didn't know what the lofts of his irons were per se. What he did is he made sure he knew what distance each iron went. So each iron was bent to a distance rather than to a loft, which I thought was a really interesting point for lots of you. So he wants to find a yardage, so say it's 100 yards, he'll bend whatever club, that wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge, to the yardage that hits it, or to the degree that hits that yardage. And if he wants the next one to be 109, he won't just go the 4 degrees distance difference in yardage between the two. He'll make sure the next yardage is found with the loft. I thought that was an interesting point to think about it, a different way of thinking about it. But if you're going to do it properly, really, you want to go and get on a launch monitor and get your distances measured. It's very easy. Just hit a series of shots with all clubs and it'll give you an average, and then you can look at those averages, look at the tops, look at the lows, discard some of the miss hits maybe because you don't want them to skew your averages. If you can't do that, you need to get on a field with as good a quality balls as you can get, close to what you use on the when you're actually playing. Get a rangefinder device, so I use a Nikon one, hit a series of shots with certain clubs, and then walk out there and measure, put a stick in the ground and then measure back to where your bag is. You know, measure those distances and again, find those averages, get rid of the super long ones or get rid of the super short ones, find out where, or you want to know where your super long one is actually, just get rid of the duff ones if you like. On a range, I would argue there's no real way of doing that accurately enough without you kind of saying, when I hit my 7-iron about between 150 and 165, and kind of those big gaps. If you want to get precise, really it's the launch monitors that are out there now, like GC2 HMT down here on the floor, which can really make it very easy. There are many pros who have machines who will book you in for a gap testing, so they won't even teach you. They'll just sit there with you and help you find your gaps, because if you think about it, for them, if they find a gap, it gives them a potential of a conversation of talking about how to fill that gap with a club, so they're happy to do that. They might charge you a fee, like a lesson fee to do it, but it's as good as doing a lesson for lots of people. Doing it just on your range, I would argue you can't really do it. You need a field with a laser rangefinder like the Nikon Cool Shots, or use the machinery, the technology that's out there. There'll be someone in your area with a good launch monitor that can give you that information. And I agree with you, if you can find your distances and control those distances, it will absolutely allow you to get that handicap down. Thanks for buying the app, thanks for posting the question, hope that helps. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel, also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.